Hello everybody and welcome to Lindsay's Little Library. Thanks for stopping in today. I have my March TBR for you today. It's a little ambitious. It's quite the stack compared to February where I only really read 4 books. But I'm well underway. It's already like the 5th of March and I've got 1.5 books already done. Almost 2 books, 2.5 books almost done, so should go pretty well. So let's get started. Something I did a little different this month, again, the whole purpose of my YouTube channel is to kind of tame my TBR shelf, which is completely out of control, and this isn't even all of it. I have a whole another shelf full. So part of that, or part of the channel is to tame that, to get those books down. Another part is to kind of put a little mystery into what I'm reading. And so I had my daughters actually pick out 2 books off of the shelf that they thought I should read this month. So these are those 2. The first one is Whiter Than Snow by Sandra Dallas. I've read her before. I think I've read New Mercies and Tallgrass by her before, and I do like her. She writes historical fiction. I don't know a ton about what this is about. Obviously, I liked it enough to buy it at some point in time. But this is set in the 1920s in Colorado. There's some sort of tragedy that happens, and there's a couple of sisters that it talks about, Lucy and Dolly, and how they kind of get through whatever that was. So I actually am pretty excited to read this. We are getting to the end of winter, so I feel like this is a wintry book. I should probably get out of the way while it's still cold out. The other book my other daughter picked out was called The Painted Bridge. This is by Wendy Wallace. I believe this was a random book outlet purchase for like a couple bucks, so I feel like I don't really even know what it's about. It's set in London in 1859. I believe a woman, Anna, is sent to an insane asylum, like her husband sends her there, and she's not. So I believe she spends her time proving that she's not sane, or she's not supposed to be there. So interested to start this as well. So those were the 2 books that they picked for me. And then the books I picked for myself. Again, most of these are off of my ever huge TBR pile. First up is The Vanishing Year by Kate Moretti. I've heard really great things about this book. Just picked this up not that long ago. It is about a young woman, Zoe, I believe her name is, and she's got like she's living the life. She's got the dream. But what people don't know is that 5 years ago her life was in danger and Zoe was not Zoe. So it's I'm interested to see kind of what happened and what it's about. It's pretty short, so should be able to get through that pretty quick. So Vanishing Year. Next up I have a young adult. I thought I could throw in a little mix there. I picked up Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I have read Landline by Rainbow Rowell before and I really liked it. I like the way that they write. I feel the need for something a little bit more, I like to use the word fluffy, but not quite so intense. So this is about 2 16-year-olds, Park and Eleanor, obviously. They meet in school and it kind of follows them through that entire school year, and I believe they fall in love and kind of going through what young love is and what does it mean. So I'm excited to start this, and really interesting that literally just figured out I have a signed copy. Again, this was a book outlet purchase. There it is. Signed copy. I want to say a couple bucks. I don't usually spend more than maybe 3 or 4 when I order off of book outlets, so that's exciting. So I can't wait to start this book. Next up, a small confession to make. Jodi Picoult is my all-time favorite author. Like, love every book she writes. As soon as they come out, I order them. I've actually gone to see her speak 3 or 4 different times. Love her, but I haven't read all of her books. I know it's really bad. So one of my goals, again, getting through everything here, I'm also going to be catching up with some of her books. So I'm going to pick up Second Glance by Jodi Picoult. This one is about some developers who are building a strip mall on some Indian land, and it's starting to activate some strange things that are happening. So then we bring in Ross, who's a ghost hunter, and he doesn't think he's a very good ghost hunter because he's never seen a ghost, but he's really chasing after his fiance who passed away a few years ago. He wants to kind of look for some closure with that. While he's investigating these strange things that are happening, he meets this little girl, I believe her name, what's her name? Leah, who can see ghosts. So I'm excited to see where Jodi takes us. I've kind of been on a kick when it comes to paranormal activity lately. I've been obsessed with different TV shows, and I'm excited to see how it portrays or comes out in a book. So excited to get that one done. The next one was a random library find. I am trying to get better at using my local library. My local library is amazing, and I love that place, and my kids love that place. And I've been going pretty regularly and getting audiobooks from there because I have a commute to work. I'm in the car about an hour every day, so it's great use of my time. But I very rarely pick up books from there because I don't like the pressure. But I was there last week and found what they call the lucky day find, which you have 2 weeks to read this book, so I already started it. So I picked up Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, and didn't know a whole lot about it other than I've heard a few people talk about it on BookTube, so I thought, hey, I felt like it was a sign I had to pick it up. It is about a single mom who goes out for a night, ends up meeting a guy, making out with him a little bit, and then goes to work the next day and meets his new boss, and it's that guy. So kind of what goes along with that. So far, very good. I'm about halfway through. I should finish this up pretty quickly, but I'm really liking it and can't wait to share my thoughts with you. The last one is pretty beastly and kind of sad to say that I haven't read this yet, but it is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I never know how to say her name right. But this is the Throne of Glass series. I believe this is the 4th book that I'm on. And I love this series. Absolutely love this series. I love the characters in it. I love the world. I love pretty much everything about it. I'm not going to say much about it if you haven't started the series. I'd be spoiling some things for you, but it is a hefty book. This is like, gosh, how many pages do we have here? 650 pages. I like to stick to the 300 mark because I can get those done usually in a week, but I'm totally on board. I want to get Emperor of Storms, I believe, is the next one. And then the newest one's going to be released this year, I believe. So I really want to catch up with them. I know as soon as I start this, I will be completely obsessed with it. I just got to start it. So I have a fear of big books. So there you go. Not too bad of a March pile. We do have a bit of a crazy life this month, so I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm pretty hopeful that I'll be able to get through all of these books and maybe 1 or 2 more, who knows. So let me know which book. I did already start the Behind Her Eyes. I'm in the middle of this one, but let me know which one I should pick up next and get through. Or if you've read any of these, what do you think about it? What do you like? What are your thoughts? So feel free to leave comments below, like and subscribe my page. I appreciate it, every thumbs up that you can give me, and we'll see you next time. Bye!